Acme Machinery Industry Company Limited was established in 1985, specializing in manufacturing various kinds of dyeing machinery. For more than 30 years, Acme Machinery Industry Company Limited has been committed to pursuing perfect quality and service with professional technology and practical attitude. With a technology-oriented management policy and energy saving and carbon reduction as the main axis of design, we focus on the research and development of various dyeing machines. In order to encourage research and innovation, Acme Machinery uses the colorful and changeable facial makeup of Peking opera as a product symbol. And for each successful product developed, a face is given as a symbol. Similar to the rapid change of masks in Sichuan opera, highlighting the company's strategy of innovation and change. 30 years ago, when everyone was producing conventional long-type dyeing machines with high water consumption and a liquor ratio of about 1 to 10 to 15, Acme Machinery was one of the first companies to introduce round-type dyeing machines with a water-saving feature and liquor ratio of about 1 to 6 to 8. When the round-type dyeing machine became the mainstream in the market, Acme Machinery continued to lead the trend by developing the world's first new generation of conveyor drive dyeing machine with an extremely low and uni-liquor ratio of about 1 to 2.5 to 3.5. In response to the evolution of the industry and market demand, Acme Machinery has always been at the leading edge, pursuing new business strategies, breaking through various technical challenges, and developing a series of industry-leading products to differentiate itself from its peers, and has devoted time and effort to the blue ocean market continually. With the world facing resource scarcity and environmental degradation, increasingly stringent environmental laws continue to increase the cost of manufacturing. Thus, the promotion of green economy has become a world trend. Unfortunately, the dyeing and finishing industry not only consumes a lot of water and energy, but also discharges a lot of wastewater and carbon dioxide. So it has long been considered one of the culprits of environmental pollution. How to reduce the huge amount of water wasted by the dyeing machine has become an urgent matter that must be solved. But it is very difficult to solve these problems because conventional dyeing machines rely on high water levels to push the fabric through circulation. And if the water level is too low, the fabric will accumulate like a stranded boat and become tangled. So large amounts of water become a necessary evil for conventional dyeing machines, and it is almost an impossible task to reduce the amount of water while dyeing. However, a crisis can be a turnaround and even a business opportunity. In order to remove the necessary evil of the dyeing machine, the company understood the key to the problem and took the lead to invest a lot of resources and efforts, and after more than 20 years of research and development, finally broke through the conventional technology and developed the world's first revolutionary product, the AM-ICD Intelligent Conveyor Drive High-Pressure Constant-Speed Dyeing Machine. It is the first of its kind to replace the conventional water by a conveyor to drive the fabric circulation. Therefore, reduces water consumption, steam consumption, electricity consumption, and chemical additives by more than 65%, and also reduces wastewater and carbon dioxide emissions by more than 65%. The innovation of this machine not only reduces production costs, but also takes into account environmental protection to achieve the ideal of green economy. Thus, green facial makeup is used as the symbol of this new product to emphasize the core value of green economy. Revolutionary Key Technology 1. Conveyor Structure Design. Conventional dyeing machines require a lot of water to circulate the fabric. The main power comes from the buoyancy and thrust of the water. So only about 35% of the water is actually used for dyeing, and up to 65% of the water is used for floating the fabric. This means that more than 65% of the water is wasted. The same ratio of steam, electricity, and chemical additives are also consumed. Moreover, the same ratio of wastewater and carbon dioxide are produced. The new dyeing machine replaces the hydraulic operation with a conveyor belt. It uses mechanical power to drive the fabric to circulate. Because the fabric is transported by the conveyor, the fabric only needs to absorb saturated water, so it is called a saturated dyeing machine. This dyeing machine only needs the circulating water volume for the pipeline, about 1:1, and the fabric absorption water, about 1 to 1.5 to 2.5, for different kinds of fabrics. Since the volume of circulating water and fabric absorption water are fixed, it achieves an extremely low uni-liquor ratio, 1 to 2.5 to 3.5. After the first water draining, because the fabric has already absorbed the saturated water, the next steps of the dyeing process only need to feed the circulating water, about 1:1, for the pipeline. A conventional dyeing machine, however, has to feed lots of water by high liquor ratio for every step of the dyeing process. So there is a huge difference in total water consumption. After 3 months of on-site evaluation test by experts from the Taiwan Textile Research Institute, the traditional dyeing machine uses about 125 liters of water per kilogram for cotton-knitted spandex fabric, while the AM-ICD dyeing machine uses only 20 liters. Compared with the traditional long-type dyeing machine with high water consumption, it can save about $120,000 US per year in production costs, reduce CO2 emissions by about 270 tons, and reduce wastewater by more than 65%, significantly reducing production costs and completely solving environmental problems. Conventional soaking dyeing machines put the fabric swim in water. The fabric is prone to tangling. Also, when the fabric is pulled out from under the water content is very high and the fabric is heavier, causing the fabric to sustain a higher tension. The fabric will lose its elasticity and the fabric edge is prone to curling. Due to the structure of the new saturated dyeing machine, the fabric is driven by the conveyor to make the fabric completely separate from the water. The fabric is not tangled, knotted, or foaming, effectively reducing the amount of anti-foaming agent used. And the fabric only absorbs the amount of saturated liquid. It makes the fabric have low water content, light weight, and faster fabric speed. The required nozzle pressure is relatively low, preventing the fabrics from yarn cracking and breaking. The tension is low, and the tricot fabric or any elastic fabric will not crimp, so there is no need to stitch the fabric edge before dyeing, which can reduce labor cost. The contact parts of the fabric inside the machine are coated with Teflon to avoid abrasions, strains, and pilling during the dyeing process. Let's move on to key technology 2, fabric synchronized constant speed cycling. During the dyeing process of conventional dyeing machines, the fabric speed is unstable and the time of each cycle is variable, resulting in inconsistent tension of the fabric. The dyeing process is controlled by time. Therefore, the total dyeing time is the same regardless of the length of the fabric. But the number of fabric cycles is different, making the degree of dyeing inconsistent. so the color matching and reproducibility is poor, tending to cause dye lot chromatism, tube difference, and other problems. The new dyeing machine is conveyor-driven, so the fabric is cycled at a constant speed, and the time of each cycle is the same. Therefore, the dyeing process can be controlled by the number of cycles. When the loading capacity is less or the fabric length is short, the total dyeing time will also be shortened, and the total number of cycles will be the same, regardless of the length of the fabric. The degree of dyeing will be the same, result in excellent color matching, and achieve reproducibility. In addition, the new dyeing machine has a fixed liquor ratio. Due to the small amount of liquid, high concentration, fast dye circulation, and fast exchange between dye liquid and fabric, the overall exchange rate is 6 times higher than conventional dyeing machines, achieving an excellent level of dyeing and color matching. Key Technology 3: Intelligent Fully Automatic Control System. The new dyeing machine is fully automatically controlled in the dyeing process, which can eliminate operator errors. The machine and the process are more intelligent, and all the data are displayed and recorded in the computer, which meets the requirements of Industry 4.0. The dyeing process of conventional dyeing machines is designed based on chemical reactions. The new dyeing machine can be monitored at any time, and the computer can clearly show the physical changes in the length of the fabrics as the temperature changes in each section of the dyeing process. By combining physical and chemical changes, it can develop optimized dyeing processes, improve production efficiency, and open up new areas of academic research. It has the option of being washed in high temperature and high pressure with hot water, or cooled rapidly in cold water, or even ice water at specific temperature according to special requirements, forming a special fabric effect and enhancing the added value of the product. The new saturated dyeing machine not only reduces labor cost through intelligent control, but also brings many synergies, such as fabric water separation design, so that the fabrics will not carry water out of the machine while unloading, preventing the working site from becoming wet and slippery, keeping the environment dry and comfortable. Moreover, the fabric water content is low, and the fabric card is lighter and easier to drive. Operators can stay away from the negative 3K, hard, dangerous, and dirty environment, enhancing the corporate image. Optimized Configuration Function 1: Multifunction Rinsing System. While the conventional dyeing machine washes the fabric using high water consumption like bath rinsing, the new dyeing machine is designed like shower rinsing with multifunctional washing, which not only significantly reduces water consumption, but also allows for fast rinsing. This includes shower rinsing to separate the fabric from sewage, surf rinsing to wash away suspended materials, and quick water change for batch rinsing, which saves more water and time. Optimized Configuration Function 2: CCRW System. The CCRW system can combine cooling with simultaneous washing of the fabric and machine, which not only significantly reduces the dyeing time, but also ensures it's contamination-free. Optimized Configuration Feature 3: Direct Feed of Solid-State Auxiliaries. Equipped with a direct solid-state auxiliary feeding door to add solid or powder auxiliaries directly into the dyeing tank to quickly dissolve and dilute, which can prevent clumping, pipe plugging, and other problems. Optimized Configuration Feature 4: Built-in heat exchanger and filter. Unlike conventional dyeing machines, which are equipped with external heat exchanger and filter, this model machine is equipped with built-in heat exchanger and filter, which not only enhances the efficiency of heat exchange, but also ensures the uniformity of dyeing liquid temperature during the dyeing process. For the best performance, the AM-ICD type dyeing machine is designed as a K-type for knitted fabrics and a W-type for woven fabrics. Suitable materials include all-natural fiber, man-made fiber materials and their blending fabrics, knitted, woven, warp knit, weft knit, and non-woven fabrics, from very light 20 gram per yard to extra 1500 gram per yard. Acme Machinery Industry is the world leader in the design of the first patented conveyor structure to drive fabric synchronous circulation, significantly reducing production costs and effectively solving environmental problems. International well-known brands such as Nike and Adidas also recommend their suppliers to use this machine in order to fulfill their corporate environmental responsibility, practice environmental protection, and enhance their corporate image. As a result of the product's breakthrough in conventional technology and revolutionary innovation, it has been awarded patents in dozens of countries and regions, including the EU, U.S.A, UK, Germany, France, Italy, Australia, Greece, Turkey, Korea, China, Taiwan, Vietnam, Thailand, and Indonesia, with a total of more than 200 patent certificates, and has won the National Industrial Innovation Award, Excellence Award, National Invention Award, Innovation Research Award, and Taiwan Excellence Award from the Taiwan Ministry of Economic Affairs, and is sold in over 20 countries around the world. The new generation saturated dyeing machine. The AM-ICD Intelligent Conveyor Drive High Pressure Constant Speed Dyeing Machine has the feature of extremely low liquor ratio of 1 to 2.5 to 3.5, saving 65% on water consumption, electricity consumption, steam consumption, chemical auxiliaries used, as well as wastewater and carbon dioxide emissions. It completely solves the environmental problems caused by the dyeing and finishing industry, pursuing economic growth while attending to the balance between environment and ecology, with sustainable development as its primary goal. Acme Machinery Industry has accomplished what was impossible for conventional dyeing machines, making the green economy dream of the dyeing and finishing industry come true.